Welcome back, stargazers. Ever wondered why the night sky looks different depending on where you are on Earth? Well, today, we're going to dive into this cosmic riddle. And no, it's not because the stars are trying to avoid you, although they might if you're still on the fence about whether the Earth is round. Hint, it totally is. So, you're all set with your telescope, ready to spot the Big Dipper, but instead, you're greeted with a completely different set of stars. What's going on? First things first, let's squash any doubts. The Earth is round. Not flat, not a pancake, not even a frisbee. It's an oblate spheroid, which means it's slightly squished at the poles and a bit pudgy around the middle. This lovely shape has a lot to do with what you can see in the sky. Because Earth is spherical, your location on it determines your viewing angle of the sky. The stars and constellations you see depend on where you're standing on this big blue marble. Near the equator, you've got the best seat in the house. You can see stars from both the Northern and Southern Hemispheres. But if you're near the North Pole, you can forget about seeing the Southern Cross, aka crux, because it's always below your horizon. Your latitude, how far north or south you are, changes your celestial perspective. For example, up north, Ursa Major, home of the Big Dipper, is a regular guest in the sky. It never dips below the horizon and is always visible. This is what we call a circumpolar constellation. Meanwhile, in the Southern Hemisphere, people are hanging out with the Southern Cross, which is completely invisible to those of us in the north. But here's a fun twist. If you travel from the Northern Hemisphere to the Southern Hemisphere, the entire sky appears flipped upside down. Take the moon, for example. In the Northern Hemisphere, you might see the moon with its crescent on the right. But head down south, and that same crescent appears on the left. It's like looking at the universe through a cosmic mirror. Now, let's talk about the celestial sphere. Imagine it as an invisible dome around Earth where all the stars hang out. As Earth rotates, different parts of the sphere come into view. It's like spinning a globe and seeing different countries as it turns, just like how different stars come into view as Earth spins. And don't forget, it's not just about where you are, it's also about when you are. Thanks to Earth's tilt and its orbit around the sun, the night sky changes throughout the year. In summer, you might catch Vega in the constellation Lyra shining bright overhead, while in winter, Orion the Hunter takes center stage with his famous belt of 3 stars. The sky's constantly changing, giving you a different show every season. And yes, Earth's spherical shape is key to all of this. If the Earth were flat, spoiler alert, it's not, we'd all see the same stars all the time from anywhere. How boring would that be? Luckily, our round Earth gives us a dynamic, ever-changing view of the cosmos, depending on where and when we look. So, next time you wonder why the stars look different on vacation, or why your favorite constellation seems to disappear for part of the year, just remember it's all thanks to our wonderfully round, rotating, and tilting Earth. The universe is like a never-ending show, if you're in the right place at the right time. If you enjoyed this cosmic tour, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow stargazers, and don't forget to subscribe for more astronomical adventures. Until next time, keep looking up at the wonders above.